Well, we've Grognaw Weep, Nitty Bong, everybody. TFA 1024, the TF Addict here. Hope everyone's been having a good Tuesday evening. Yeah, just kind of wanted to pop on, see how everyone was doing. Excuse me, you're going to end up hearing keyboard clicks and such in the background. I apologize in advance. But I just wanted to come on, see how everyone was doing. Touch base. Probably give more updates, like I always do. But yeah, I noticed that I haven't really been making videos that often. And when I say that often, I mean like genuinely sitting down making a video. Not that I'm obligated to do any of that. I mean, I do it at my own leisure. Obviously, I feel like that's how everyone should handle making content and such. But I will say, for the most part, I've been very happy with my consistency. Been posting at least once a week to every other week, so I'm not super upset at the lack of creating, but I do have a couple of things I want to show off, and this is kind of my way to do that. So camera on with my hair messed up. Perfect. So hi, I got the TFA shirt on this time, and you can see it properly because my camera is not reversing it for some reason. I'm still working on the HQ. I have a lot to do around the house and in here, and being a neurodivergent doesn't make any of those tasks easier. And in fact, it makes it a lot harder. But I'm doing my best. That's all I can really say. But I hope everyone's been doing well. I did plan on doing another, I Still Function live stream, and I do have some really good topics for those. But I'm currently in the process of doing 2 different videos. I'm doing an Armada figure list, like updated figure character list that I would like to see in future toy lines. And then I'm also doing a anniversary video for Transformers Armada because it just turned 20 years old last week on August 23rd. So been meaning to try to get that out as soon as I can. I also meant to do like a community tab post and such, which, by the way, keep an eye on that community tab because I do always post my updates and let you guys know, like, hey, I'm not feeling well. This video is going to be delayed due to unforeseen circumstances. My dad is sick, cat's sick, all that kind of stuff. I'm an open book. But yeah, that's just keep an eye on those, and also keep an eye on my Instagram as well because I'm more active there on Instagram more so than here on YouTube, as you can see. But yeah. And I also want to plug this as well. I recently got to be part of another tier list live stream thanks to H&E Games, or H&E Toys rather. He recently did a Titans Return tier list that I unfortunately was not able to stay for because halfway through the broadcast, we ended up getting like this wicked Mondo thunderstorm and power went out for 2 hours straight. So I leave halfway through the live stream, and then I couldn't get back because by the time I had my power, the stream was already over. So that kind of bummed me out. I really wanted to be there for the whole thing. But unfortunately, life had other plans, and I got to take a break from technology and rest my eyes and do all that fun stuff. So, yeah. But let me know how you're all doing. Comment in the live chat down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I would love to see what you guys have been up to. I know school just started not too long ago, so hopefully that's been doing pretty good. I know some of you guys work. I hope work's been treating you well. I hope you're in a healthy environment with very good supportive managers and whatnot. Life doesn't always have to be, bleak and always have to be apathetic towards stuff. You can just enjoy yourself. You can hope for the best. That's all we're trying to do. But like I said, I do have some stuff. I got some things in, and unfortunately, I didn't get them the way that I wanted to, but I did get them nonetheless, so I'm pretty happy. But yeah, if you guys know, Legacy Wave 2 Deluxes have just shown up in Targets across the country. In fact, my local Target's supposed to be getting a new shipment in tomorrow. So I was going to go down there, but unfortunately, I'm not going to because I already have all of Legacy Wave 2. Like, literally, spoiler alert, I got my boy from thechosenprime.com. They had the entire Legacy Wave 2 Deluxe assortment in, and I ended up picking up Tarantulas, even though I wanted to find him in store. Sorry, I'm just fixing a little leg issue of his, because I just now noticed this. But I couldn't wait for him. I genuinely wanted to get him by any means, and if I wanted to find him in store, because I thought, ooh, that would be a nice little treat, is to find them in store and just go in there, find it. But unfortunately, my area has once again been really sketchy. Like sometimes they'll have the stuff, but at the same time, they also have scalpers. At least my Target does. That, like, I've been down to that Target numerous times, and the few times that I went down there, they even told me flat out, it's like, yeah, we don't put stuff on the shelf all the time because of people come in and they buy like the whole case, and it's like that's ridiculous. Like, that's really stupid. It's like, well, I just want one, and they thanked me for not being like a scumbag about it and buying the whole case and then just reselling it. It's like, no, I buy it because I legitimately want to enjoy it. I'm not gonna sell it, nor can I. So my area just had Wave 2 like 6 days ago. If I would have called on Sunday last weekend or Friday, no, I think it was Saturday. I can't remember. Either way, if I would have called, I would have probably gone down there and gotten them in person, but unfortunately I didn't. So I got him through Chosen Prime. He is out of stock already, so I was very lucky. I did not want to wait. I wanted my boy. I wanted to finish off Legacy Wave 2, and I'm very happy that I did, because he's really good. I do have my complaints with him, unfortunately, and it's mainly in spider mode or tarantula mode, but other than that, he's pretty good. Sorry to any arachnophobes, but I mean, his name is Tarantulas. I feel like that's kind of a dead giveaway. Hey, I know you. You're Ultron too. What's good, TFA? Watching live from work, but I'm about to leave soon to go home. How you been, my man? How have you been, man? I've been adequate. How's life been? Life's been about the same. Just trying to make it day by day, I'm doing okay. Can't complain. But one thing I will say, I'm not comfortable in life right now. I want to better myself in every way. Yeah, that's more of a I still function topic, honestly. But that's kind of how I feel too. And again, as a neurodivergent, it's not easy for me to kind of make those changes and do certain things like that and try to better myself in ways, especially with my situation, given how I'm a caregiver and I have disability and I cannot work. So it's a thing. It's this whole big thing, and the best thing that you can do is just try to make the best out of a bad situation. Like, honestly, I wish I could say more, but it's just not, it's not in the cards right now. But I will say that it will get better eventually, and you will end up having you will have a more content viewpoint on everything. So I will say that much. But I hear you. Hail Decepticons. Hello. Hope you've been well. I'm just being honest. I know you're being honest. I never took you for a liar. I've known you for how many years, Ultron? No one in life should not want more for themselves, but I'm trying. No. Okay. See, that right there, that contradicts it, because you do not have to put up with the bare minimum. If you think you deserve better, you are allowed to think that. You are allowed better. There is no one out there who says you're not allowed this, you're not allowed that. It's literally a matter of you don't want the bare minimum. And that's kind of my mindset too. But I've also been programmed and raised with the whole, you get what you get, you don't get upset type deal. So I feel you. I 100% feel you. And it's not easy to do that, but you sort of learn to live with it, and you learn eventually that yeah, things may suck right now, but eventually, whether it be 10 years from now, whether it be 20 years from now, it will get better. Um, and that's not like toxic positivity. That's just life. Like there are people out there who will constantly say like, "Oh, things will get better" and all that kind of crap. But like, you just kind of have to learn to live day by day more so than learning to fear year by year. That's good. I might I might keep that. Better to live day by day than live in fear year by year. I like that. I'm gonna have to write that down. I legitimately like that. Hey, Thanatos. Hello. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's all good, dude. If you need to vent, you need to vent. I get it. That's what I do on my Instagram. Not all the time, though. I'm also trying to transform. There we go. Transform Tarantulas into his Tarantula mode. So I can talk about some of the things about him. Because, like I said, he's not perfect, unfortunately. No figure is, obviously, but oh, how he could have been so much better. It's just one area, and it's me being a spider nut because I like anatomically correct spiders, and I like the pseudo realism that some of these beast modes give to Beast Wars characters. Um, but it's only with insects and the arachnids that kind of bug me. That pun intended. Like literally though, it is only the insects and the arachnids that bother me when they're inaccurate because um, that's what the pseudo realism is all about. They make these real life based beast modes, and they don't always capitalize on that, but they they do their best, obviously. And I'm never gonna like put them down for not being as accurate to a real life tarantula or a real life insect or anything like that. You know, so I'm just trying to transform him real quick because I do want to put him in beast mode because I love looking at this spider. It's so good. Could have been better. Obviously, it could have been a lot better, but like I said, I've been raised with you get what you get and you don't get upset. So I'm just happy to have him. And that's not a bad approach to have when it comes to certain things like that. So, oh crap, I missed comments. I appreciate you checking out my Transformers stop motion yesterday. I want to get back into making Transformers films and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you tagged me in it, so I kind of had no choice. No, legitimately, it was cool to see a post from you and have me tagged in it to share with me. So I do appreciate that. I did have some constructive feedback, but I felt like it wasn't my place to really say. But I will talk to you more about that in a private message more so than talk about it publicly. Unless it doesn't matter to you, then just let me know in the live chat what you would prefer because I liked it. It was cool. Just needs a little bit of work, like all things in life. Uh, hey, Altered, Mr. Gabe, Mr. I Am Epics, Mr. Epics Productions. What do you go by now? I tease. Just a little. Just a wee bit. There we go. So yeah, like I said, got Tarantulas. He's beautiful. I love him. He's a big old spider boy. And I say spider because, unfortunately, this is a spider. It's not a tarantula, like his name implies. And frankly, I mean, did they ever say in Beast Wars he was a tarantula? Because it's like they scanned a spider, and it didn't look like a tarantula. It just looked like a spider. So maybe he scanned a wolf spider or something. I don't know, but the spider nerd in me came out whenever I got him because when I saw the spider mode's face, like at first I was like, "Oh, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous. That's exactly what a spider's face looks like." This doesn't look like a tarantula. This is more so like a spider. Like See, for a tarantula, okay, so with Black Arachnia, obviously he's bigger, but that's a female spider compared to a male spider. And normally the males are smaller, but or yeah, the males are smaller, but the females are bigger. I don't know, it's weird. Um, but just looking at a Tarantulas' face in beast mode, his spider mode, tarantula mode, whatever you want to call it mode, he very much resembles the face of a wolf spider more so than a tarantula because a tarantula. Allow me to nerd out for a second. A tarantula has a flatter and wider head com- compared to this, whereas this is a little round, a little oval shaped looking. Tarantulas have a little bit more of a wider and bigger face compared to this. There are some tarantulas out there that do look like this, but comparing this between a tarantula and this figure, it doesn't really capture that. So I went ahead and I compared him with a wolf spider, and he has more wolf spider vibes than a tarantula. So I don't know. If Beast Wars ever said, "Oh, he transforms into a tarantula," then cool. He transforms into a tarantula. It's just a different variation. If he's a wolf spider in this form, hey, whatever. Legacy is all about multiverse, and they gave us an on-screen accurate tarantulas in robot mode. So I'm not going to complain that the spider mode is inaccurate to a real life tarantula. It's more about shifting focus to looking at it from a different perspective. Because, like I said, I genuinely think they made him based on a wolf spider more so than a tarantula. But either way, he's a gorgeous, gorgeous creature, and I love him. And they actually got the scale of a tarantula very accurate because tarantulas are they are bigger than the size of your hand. I mean, they're big boys and girls, so they got that right. It's just the face that they kind of had to sacrifice. They had to make a compromise and be like, "Oh, hey, here's a wolf spider face," and you can tell it's a wolf spider because they have the same eye placements. Like tarantulas and spiders, obviously, they all have 8 eyes. Sometimes they have 6. Sometimes they have 4. But like for a wolf spider, they have 2 predominant big eyes in the center of their forehead, and then they have 4 little eyes underneath, and they have 2 on the side because spiders look in camera vision, which is like, how do I explain it? So it's not a 360 view. I mean, it kind of is because like they use these rear ones to look behind them, but like they look in like shutter vision. So like whenever they look around, they get pieces of each. They get pictures of the same image, but like it's all broken apart, and it kind of forms a bigger image. It's not like an insect where it's like their compound eyes are showing the image various amount of times. It's more so like here's this part of this area, here's this part of this area, and so on and so forth. It's a really cool thing about spiders, but um, like I said, I really think that they went with a wolf spider face than a tarantula face. I could be wrong too, and I would be more than happy to be corrected on that because I like learning about spiders and tarantulas. So, but yeah, he's beautiful, and if you ended up already getting him, congratulations. If you want him, Big Bad Toy Store, TF Source, I think they're going to be getting him in relatively soon because Big Bad Toy Store has Elita 1 and Knockout. And I know people on eBay are getting Wave 2 as well, which brings me to my next thing. And I've shouted them out numerous times on Instagram already, but go check out Big Boy Collectibles on eBay. They ended up getting Wave 2 early. Again, they have Knockout and they have Elita 1. But I got Wild Rider from them, and I'm really happy to get him at retail price. I mean, obviously with fees and everything from PayPal, but I got him for retail without any hassle, without having to jump through any hoops. I just saw him online, picked him up quickly, and that was it. So I have 3 out of 5 of the Stunticons, and I'm very glad about that because I do not want to have a breakdown over the Stunticons. And yes, that was a pun. But I'm happy with him. So he's cool. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Oh crap. Okay, I'm missing comments. Sorry. What's this? I'll be doing recreation scenes and tests to show my skills as an animator. I plan on doing a similar thing myself. Give me criticism. I love criticism. Okay. Where do I begin? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so first and foremost, the animation that you sent me of the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, really choppy. Like it was pretty like quick. Like there wasn't really a transformation. It was more so like here's a frame. Oh, he's halfway in robot mode. Oh, now he's in robot mode. Like it was 3 frames. Um, you got to try to like lengthen that out a bit. Like mess with your FPS and mess with your speed and go from there. Because like you matched it with the audio pretty well for the most part, but the transformation was out of sync, the audio was slightly out of sync, and even then that was kind of it. Like, and I'm very specific when it comes to my transformers or my transformations. Like I can watch a stop motion, and the minute I hear like a movie verse sound effect on a G1 figure, it's like, oh god, why? And it's always the one that you think it's going to be. It's either going to be Barricade sound effect or it's going to be Optimus, the sound effect from the movies on a G1 figure. And it's like, no, don't do that. I I legitimately can't stand that. That drives me up a wall. Um, but yeah, like I said, just try to find a way to lengthen it out a little bit and match the audio as opposed to here's 3 frames from going to vehicle to robot mode. I'm not a pro at this either. Don't take my word as like I know all, so therefore I'm right. This is stuff that's been told to me numerous times when I was doing stop motion as well. So, what's this? I'm a content creator for a reason. Without criticism, we all can't improve on anything. But yeah, I do need to improve. Everyone needs to improve. Some people have the natural talent. Other people need to work on the natural talent, and it's always there. It could just be hidden. Speaking for myself, because I always worry about putting out videos because I'm worried that one of you guys, not you specifically who's watching right now, but like someone out there is going to be like, "Oh, this video sucks. You should feel bad for it." It's like I don't want to put up with that. That's why the block button exists. Override arrives soon. Ah, would you say she's speeding her way to? That was bad. Hello. Wait, did I already click that one? I did. I gave you double feature. My bad. Hello, Rex. Yes, puns, because I make puns and dad jokes because that's just how I was raised. Excited for the rumored Legacy Prime and Skyquake and Dreadwing? Yeah. It's funny too. So my Transformers Prime collection is over here, off camera, in a box. Skyquake and Dreadwing are the first ones on top because my Dreadwing broke, or no, my Skyquake broke. Um, the the uh, the pin that would hold the rear tail section of his vehicle mode in grinded away at that plastic, and unfortunately, it grinded away so much that it just snapped off one day, and I was kind of bummed out about it. He now parts forms basically, but it's like you don't know that unless I showed that to you. So if you see it in a stop motion and it's in one cohesive piece, it may look like that, but trust me, it's not. And I've been trying to get a replacement for Skyquake ever since, actually, but he's so hard to come by. So I'm just like, I'll just let it be. So what I'm hoping that they're doing with this newer version is that they are going to make it more accurate to Transformers Prime, so that way they can have like a newer update that won't possibly be prone to breaking the way that the original ones did. And even then, I might try to find a Skyquake at some point because I do want to replace it because it does break my heart a little bit. So I didn't edit where I slowed down the footage. It wasn't me when I filmed. Wait, what? What do you mean it wasn't you? Did someone else film it? Top 5 favorite. I can't read. I'm sorry. Top 5 favorite Transformers creators. Okay. Putting me on the spot here. Okay, so it's going to be a mixture of reviewers and it's going to be a mixture of stop motion creators and such. So obviously, I got to give it up to MGO. That dude is a major inspiration to Transformers reviewers, in my personal opinion. He's been one for me. I mean, that dude, he just has fun. He makes dumb jokes, not dumb in a bad way. He just makes jokes, but he makes like dumb jokes every now and then. He finds a way to like make a gimmick out of anything, like the whole bloosh thing. Like he made that a gimmick. The whole how he adds the suffix of "ewer" in any portion of his review. Like, here's the headular region, here's the legular, ular region, and he found a way to make that a gimmick. He just has fun, and then the skits, like the skits can never go wrong. I really, I have to. But tell me, can you legacy? What does that even mean? Can you rise? Yeah, like crap like that. He just comes up with the dumbest stuff. The whole thing with Optimus loving pizza bagels and Megatron loving burritos and all that, like who comes up with that? It's great. And Mascot, man. I mean, come on. Like, he comes up with these really funny things, and it sticks. It works for him. So, and I can see where some people try to like find a way to copy that essence, because it's like, I know other people out there have tried. It doesn't always work, but depending on the person, it does. So yeah, I definitely MGov316. Love that guy. GPL Films, and I'm not saying that because I voiced for him every now and then. I'm saying that because genuinely, that dude knows how to tell a story. That is legitimately one of my all-time favorite Transformers stop motion series on YouTube is War of the Matrix. It feels so much like Transformers Prime Severity meets IDW elements with G1 inspiration, and it's like there's so much to love and to admire. The overall performances of the voice cast too, like how he finds a way to incorporate big names and small names into his stuff. Because like, I will not lie, I begged him for years to voice in his stuff. I'm like, hey, if you ever have any openings, let me know. Even if I have to be a cameo voice actor who my role dies every time, it's like, let that be the thing. That could be like a little inside joke. So I did fortunately get to voice for him at one point, and then it's just kind of carried over since, because I voiced Astro Train. I voiced Brawl, aka Mr. B, where I literally just went like, Autobot Slam, I pity you, fool. Which was really fun. I'm really glad he got to let me ad lib that. And then I got to voice Power Core Combiner's Huffer, who was basically like this crime boss, minion type dude in his Transformers. What was the name of that one? I legitimately forget. It was the one series that was focused on Windblade and Chromia and all that. So I can't remember the name of it. It's driving me crazy. What was the name of it? What was the name of that? That's going to drive me up a wall now. I can't remember. But I got to voice in that a couple times, and then I got to voice a green Cybertron Sideways repaint for him in another episode of that same series. If you guys know what series I'm talking about, please let me know in the live chat, because I can't. I could look it up right now, but I just don't want to risk copyright or anything. Because of course YouTube is going to be like that. They're going to be like, no, we hear stuff in your video that doesn't belong to you. That's not okay. What was the name of it? It was Zeta Squad. That's what it was. So yeah, I got to voice in Zeta Squad a couple times as a cameo role, and it's funny because every time I voiced for him in that, I died. So the joke started, and it became a lot of fun. And now in War of the Matrix Season 4, I got to voice a green Crosshairs from Siege, which I saw what he did there. And then I got to voice a relatively kind of big deal-ish character. I got to voice Ultra Magnus, and he has me for other roles as well. So I'm super excited. I'm really glad to finally work with him. I'm glad to give it my all and show him what I can do and be associated with that project, because I've been a big fan of it for a while. So yeah, I mean that's definitely another one that I really admire. Like, that's a dude that I want my stop motions to look like too. And speaking of wanting things that I want to look like from someone else, I have to give it up to TFI Creations. That dude knows how to tell a story as well. He's made so many like really in-depth, heartfelt, and heart-wrenching stories in so many various different ways. From Gigawatt. I'm not calling him Gigawatt. I don't care if that's his proper pronunciation. The whole joke that I have is like, we need 2.21 voltage of gigawatts of electricity. However the quote went, I don't remember, but I call him Gigawatt because that's the joke. I like that. But from Gigawatt to Transformers Interstellar to the Rollout trilogy to now working on other bigger things like Origins Unknown, and he's doing a collab with my very good buddy and longtime PlayStation Network friend, Cyborg Raptor, which they stole him from me. I introduced him to Sam and MK Former and that group, and they took him from me. But he was a voice actor for me first. But I'm glad that Cyborg got to. He's now a part of that, and he's now working on Jurassic Spark, which I'm really proud of him. I'm really genuinely really happy for Cyborg, because he has an acting degree that acting degree that he doesn't get to use because reasons and life and such. I don't know why. But now here he is working as a voice actor for me, for other people, and now he's actually part of the TFI crew, which is really freaking cool. I'm really happy for him. And I love how much emotion and how much passion is shown into each of those projects that TFI puts out, because that dude, he is the definition of like a diehard Transformers fan, in my personal opinion. Like, you can be a diehard Transformers fan in various ways. You could get all kinds of figures and put yourself in debt. I didn't put myself in debt. That's just a joke. Or you can watch all the shows and know every episode and every movie line by line, word for word. But like, he finds a way to incorporate these already pre-existing universe characters and make his own thing, and make it so much more meaningful and impacting to him, and find a way to give it not only the love that it deserves, but also the respect that it deserves as well. And I was lucky enough back in the day to have him voice for me in a stop motion series that I called Infinite Chaos, which may or may not be making a return at some point with the studio series figures. If I ever feel like I can do something on that kind of scale, because I still need to work on Divided Mind and Trees and the Tarn story and all that other stuff. Which, first and foremost, in the comment section, if you get to this section of the video, do not ask me when it's coming out. I genuinely am doing my utmost best to find a way to manifest that energy and to just make it. But it's so much time and energy, and sometimes I just don't have it. So please be patient with me. I am trying. You are not being cock teased. You are going to get these projects. I promise. Because these mean a lot to me. And I really hope to get them out soon. But I will say, for the most part, Trees and a Torn story, that is going to undergo a complete overhaul, because I lost the voice actor to Megatron. A lot of the old footage doesn't look as good as, say, Divided Mind does right now. And I want to capture that quality from Divided Mind for Treason, because Treason is all about my favorite IDW character, mainly my favorite IDW Decepticon, Tarn. So it's going to undergo a complete overhaul, like 100%. So you're not going to be seeing that one for a while, but you will be seeing Divided Mind here in the very near future. So, okay, we got 3 names of Transformers content creators. Who are the other two? I don't want to say typical ones. Um, I'll treat this as like a video in itself because I do plan on making a video for this as well. So spoilers, but please, if you do see that video and I already answered it here, just support it anyway. I would really appreciate it. Dang, who is another good one? I mean, there are tons of good ones out there, but I don't want to exclude anyone. I'd have to go with Chris McFeely. Transformers: The Basics has been actually one of the best things to ever grace the internet. I've learned so much about Transformers that I've never learned from like TF Wiki or anything, to the point where it's like, even I, the TF addict, like people who think I know it all, I don't know it all, but I learn new things. And he's so well thought out with how he executes each episode of every topic. I mean, he did so many different episodes of so many different things, varying from just the overall oh crap, I can't think. From the overall biology of a Cybertronian to actual character spotlights to elements in Transformers, and he does such a really good job. So I'm glad that I ran into it, and I'm glad that I can learn from that. And he's still here doing it to this day. I mean, he did an episode on the DJD, and I fucking loved it. So, waiting for you to say my favorite. Doesn't seem like you will. I think I know who you are now. But with that said, I'll go ahead and do a honorable mention. Because like I don't like picking favorites of anyone, but at the same time I do have the ones that I watch the most, like, predominantly. But I'll give an honorable mention to Crosshairs Productions, because that dude has made such an outstanding story as well in his own universe. He's done incredible work with so many talented people, including Gary Chalk, the voice actor of Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal from Beast Wars and the Unicron trilogy. He's done voice work with Peter Skelos, aka RAD 2001 Skybite, and he's worked with a lot of other great people as well. He works with Jahan, who I believe did the music at one point or still does the music. Stuart A. Houston, aka the founder of Team Trainwreck, whenever he was doing Megatron for him at the time. Like, he has such a great talent. He's such a great amount of people working with him. And again, I hope one day I can work with him, because working with Crosshairs and TFI, there's a lot of there's like a lot of like people that I want to work with that I probably never will. But yeah. Another honorable mention goes to T Fanpage 101. Mr. Canadian Reviewer. I love all his work. Every one of his Canadian Reviewer videos always finds a way to make me smile and laugh every now and then with some of the jokes he throws in. If I remember correctly, there were a couple videos where he just randomly threw in the Wilhelm scream, and I just busted out laughing because the Wilhelm scream is my weakness. Like, it's a stupid thing where it's just someone going, "Oh!" But I can't help but laugh at it because it's the most nonsensical sound someone can make as they're dying or they're falling, and it gets me every freaking time. If someone says it or makes it that noise, or if I hear it in a cartoon or movie, I just die. Like, I don't know why. It's just a stupid noise, but it's funny. And then Jobby the Hong also. Although his most recent videos have been really risque near the end, and I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, hey, kudos to you, man, for feeling comfortable showing your censored naked body on camera like that. I don't know how YouTube handles the monetization and stuff for that too. And I'm not shit talking him either. It's just it genuinely like took me aback a bit. I'm thinking, whoa, how are you doing this? It's like, I don't have that kind of courage, and I never will. I'm never gonna do something like that because that just ain't me. But hey, if you're having fun, sure, why not? Um, but man, those recent ones. And then another honorable mention have to go to Alfonso Nation because that dude, again, reminds me very much of TFI in a way, but he more so also reminds me of like younger me when I would go to a store and I would freak out about finding a figure, and then like I would be all giddy and childish, and well, not childish but childlike, and just feeling such an overwhelming wave of happiness and joy wash over me as I'm in the store finding a thing that I've been wanting or something I wasn't expecting, and be like, oh my god. Very much to how I reacted like Tarantulas when he was first revealed. That, like I said, that dude, he's a great guy, you know, like he really is. He's such an overwhelming amount of positivity that I wish I could always channel, but unfortunately, life doesn't like to do that for me. Um, and he's so great. He's such a sweetheart. Um, and I genuinely mean like sweetheart. Like that dude is so kind and compassionate. He always finds the light in such dark times. He knows how to be a Transformers fan. He's not disrespectful. He is his content creation aside, like alone, I mean, is just like jaw dropping. There's such a good amount of quality and as well as a good amount of quantity to everything that he does. From making his toy hunts to the whole creator verse to breaking from Transformers a little bit to go to Marvel. Um, I mean, he's a stand up guy. He's a really really good dude, and I'm very glad to know him, and I'm glad that he's part of this community because a dude's great. I love him and I love what he stands for. So yeah, I think I know who you are now. Hail Decepticons. But I'm not going to disclose her Instagram information. That's not my place. But yeah, if I had to give it up to a number one spot, that's a good question because I don't know. Let's see who my subscribers are because I have a lot of subscriptions because there's a lot of peeps. Oh, also honorable mentions to Merit Movies and Stealthabot and MK Former and Spooky D Man and all them because those peeps are my friends and they all in their own ways make really good content, and I'm very glad to have them hang out with me and be part of my life and let me in theirs and such. So who would be a good one to choose? I guess also Wolfman Productions too is an honorable mention. Same with TFX, and there's just so many honorable mentions. But if I had to choose my probably like another person to take the spot, probably have to give it up to Lazy Eyebrow. Like he finds a way to merge stop motion into a review and find a way to make skits and such as well, and it's just a lot of fun. I got to voice for him at one point. I got to voice Ratchet in his Smokescreen and Blue Streak review, and I'm not just saying that because I got to do that for him. But I genuinely really like Lazy Eyebrow stuff a lot as well. But I also kind of want to say Wolfman Productions because Wolfman Productions was kind of the kickstart of me being a voice actor in the Transformers community as well. And he makes a lot of really great stuff. I mean, Transformers Exertion, the Reign of Terror, the Transformers Ironhide. I mean, he knows how to tell a story as well. And I could even also say Trans Theories because Trans Theories is a really good Transformers content creator as well. But if I had to pick one for that spot, it's most likely going to be lazy, because I'm more so into reviews than I am to stop motions. Because stop motions, they obviously they take a while. They take a good chunk of time to make, um, but they are worth the wait. But lazy also finds a way to like continue a certain consistency and really like really find a way to like throw in some things that you wouldn't expect to be in a stop motion review or anything. Like again, the skits and even some of the factoids about how a vehicle mode has certain parts for a toy based on a real life car. It's like it's just really cool. Um, but even if I did choose those top five, I wouldn't say those are like my super like top 100% favorites. Those are just five that I can think of off the top of my head. Because I don't like favoritism. I never really could do favoritism. Like I know I always say it's like, oh, Armada Starscream is my boy, Tidal Wave is my boy, but they are my boys. They are those are the ones that I really enjoy. Those are the ones that I love, and I just like everything. I love everyone in the Transformers community who's made amazing content and who's been a really good example for the Transformers community. Um, and they just have so many different ways and so many unique talents. So, you know, but yeah, I really I enjoy them. They're all good in their own ways. Yeah, those are just five people that I can think of. Let me see. Hello, Marvelous. Stop apologize. Well, you didn't apologize, but no, you're not too late. And even if you are, there's no limit for you to join. It's all good. Yeah, TFX, like I mentioned earlier. Um, they need to bring back that Transformers show on Netflix. Which Transformers show? Uh, yeah, I like TFI. He is cool people. TFI, he played a big part in a lot of this newfound self of me because he's the one that helped me make my acceptance of my mental illnesses and such. Yes, that was me as Ratchet. I had to, again, similar to GPL Films, I kind of begged Lazy to let me voice for him in something just to be like, hey, I kind of want to help contribute to this. Uh, and so I did, and it was fun, and I got to enjoy it. So I kind of wish I did a better performance. I did 3 takes, but he didn't specify like how much or how like he didn't specify how he wanted Ratchet. So I kind of just went Transformers Prime Ratchet. You know, it's like Optimus. Um, but I did my best, and it was fun, and I don't regret it. But just seeing the execution of the voice with the animation already was a lot of fun, and seeing the interaction between Ratchet and Optimus was really great. So yeah, Transformers fan 5000. He's also a very talented individual who I've also got to voice for. So I'm glad to work with him, and I'm glad that he's part of the community as well. Trans Theories is amazing. His content is amazing. He makes good points with it. He really does. Like I've legitimately I played catch up not too long ago where I was watching every one of the videos that I missed from him, and I he that dude is on like another level. Like he's like if me and Cyborg were combined, because like when Cyborg and I would share news or when we would speculate about stuff on for the upcoming movies and such, we would always go to such lengths to find a way to make things work. Like even I would personally go and try to connect things from like the non-canonical IDW comics and the graphic novels and such, and he would be like, "Well, those aren't canon." And it's like I know, but some of the events could tie into it. Um, and he just finds a way to make him like work. Like I took a chance one day and I emailed him because he's doing a thing right now where he's trying to find the sources of all of Bumblebee's quotes, and I wanted to try to do it. I was actually in the process of doing it, but I also told him at it as well. But I also was like, hey, I'm just reaching out to you to see if you'd ever want to collab or something, because it's like I would love to help out and contribute to this. I also asked if he had a video for Dino planned, which not sure I'm at liberty to say or anything. But he replied to me and he told me, it takes a lot of courage to reach out and take that first step. So, kudos, or, glad you felt comfortable doing so with me. And I was like, yeah, I mean, hey, what's the worst that can happen? Aside from someone being left on unread, which that crap hurts. Like, I tried to do it before. Like, I'm still trying to reach out to like other people in the Transformers community as well. Like, I would love to one day just kind of sit down and talk with that toy guy, or Dr. Lockdown, or Commode and Cam, which I did talk to him in a comment section on Alfonso's Creatorverse video, but I never got the email for Commode and Cam. So, because he's also a big Transformers Armada guy, and I would love to have him on my channel so he could just gush about Armada. Or maybe even have me on one of his videos, because he worked with T Fan Page and Thew and a bunch of other people ranking Transformers character designs of like Skywarp and Barricade and Prowl and all those characters. And it'd be cool if one day I could help be part of that as well. Also, I let that comment. Yeah, there we go. And then I also, at one point, I wanted to reach out to Diamond Bolt, because whenever he was doing a lot of Transformers vids back in the day, like I thought, hey, he'd be a cool dude to reach out to and hang out with and just talk and, just have a good time with as well. But I tried. I never really tried reaching out to him, but I did attempt to try to reach out to him, but my anxiety and everything was like, he's such a big YouTuber to the Transformers community. It's like, he's never going to look at a little guy like me. Same thing with Jobby. Like, I tried to reach out to Jobby every now and then to see if like he would be interested in like voicing for a thing or something, or, or if I could even like send him something for his PO box. Same thing with Thew and like P.O. and Bolt Matrix. Like, there's so many Transformers content creators now. It's like, it's insane. Like, there's Infinity Edits. There's now Panda Jack Animation. There's Fortress Maximus IDW, which he's been around for IDW. Fort Max has been around for a while. Cardboard Bots. Trying to think of who else. AHM1K I had the pleasure to work with every now and then. Like, there are so many Transformers content creators now coming out the wazoo at this point. Like, especially newfound ones like Patriot Prime Reviews, Kato Collectible, N-Put, Ultra Marcus, the Crimson Raptors. Like, there's so many people in this community now, and it's great. And like, there are just so many people that I would love to work with, but I'm also kind of like nervous, even though I shouldn't be. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's just incredible to see that this community continues to grow, and like, people themselves are growing at like exceptional rates. Like, people are getting like millions of views, and people are getting thousands of subscribers, and I always try to tell myself, it's like, it's not about the subscribers, it's not about the number, it's just about having fun, and that's what it is about. But also, part of me, like, I do have goals for the channel, for Instagram. It's like, I would love to get up to like, I don't know, we're at 2,780 right now, I think. So, I mean, it'd be cool if I could get to like 3,000 within the next couple of months, or maybe down the line I could get up to 5,000. I mean, I have the big ones planned as well. Like, I really want to get to like the millions at some point. Oh boy. Sorry. Like, I feel like, I don't know. It's more so the consistency that I struggle with, but I have been working on it. And I know not everyone is gonna sit down and watch a live stream every now and then. Who knows? You might be playing it in the background right now as you're doing something else. Which, if you are, good. I hope that you're doing something and not just sitting there listening to me. Because you got to stimulate yourself. You got to keep your brain active. You got to stay active in a way. But like, I feel like at one day, if I ever could make it to like 1 million, I feel like that would be it. I feel like I feel like I would have made like peak YouTuber type status in my personal opinion, because I don't want anyone, like, I don't want to be like super big. Like, I would love to have 1 million, but I know also I probably wouldn't be able to keep up with it. And I know also that's a lot more watching eyes looking at me and waiting for the next video, and then all that obligation of feeling like creating would be a big thing. But like, I'm comfortable where I'm at now. Like, I'm not trying to sound greedy, but I'm also not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm very glad to be where I am right now. So I knew this was coming. It's been, unfortunately, delayed indefinitely, and I don't know if. Well, actually, you always ask. I know your name. I've seen you join every now and then and asking. Yeah, I would refrain from asking that every live stream when you join, because, like I said, it's undergoing a lot more work. It's now focused on Divided Mind, because Divided Mind's a lot more personal, and it's featuring this boy, Punch Counterpunch. So, and don't ask me when Divided Mind is either. That goes for anyone. I really just no. If I get comments in this and asking me about it, I will delete them. It'll come out when it comes out. I apologize if that's a little aggressive. I just get tired of hearing, when's this coming out? And like, I get you're eager for it. I do. I'm eager for it too, but I have other stuff I have to take care of. And also energy, and also motivation, and also life. It's a thing. So. But yeah, just going back to the whole YouTube subscriber discussion, I'm comfortable with where I'm at right now, because it's not too many of you guys, but it's also not too little of you guys. It's like, it's right in the middle. I would like to grow. I would love to kind of sit down and do reviews again, but I also don't want to do reviews because everyone does reviews. I'd rather just tell stories. I'd rather just make up my own universe and do my own thing and see where it goes from there. I mean, I'll still do the live streams. I'll still do these Vibe Hangout streams. I'll still do TFTC, which is my news and discussion based live stream series, which I may or may not make into a podcast at some point, which I still need to figure out how to make a podcast. I do plan at some point. I do want to do like a daily stop motion challenge, like someone on YouTube. I forget his name. I think it starts with an N. I want to say Necrocraft. No, I was wrong. Necrosector stop motion. Sorry, Necrosector stop motions. That dude, he's currently up to 240 for a daily stop motion challenge, and he makes anywhere from like 5 to like 10-second long little animations, and he's been really consistent, and that's a really good way to stay consistent too. But I also want to do scene recreations as well, especially with the abundance of figures and material that I have. And even now with my photo editing, my video editing, kind of upping its game a little bit, I really want to show my stuff. So you might get something soon. I'm not going to say when, because I'm not going to put a deadline on myself, but I will say you might get something soon. So stuff to look forward to. But like I said, if you guys ever feel the need to like want to know what I'm up to, Instagram is a good way to do that, and also just check out my community tab here on YouTube because I'm always posting promotion for H&E Toys and TF Reviewers, which I'm very happy to say I'm part of TF Reviewers. Um, so just be sure to go check out the community tab. I'll post updates there if I'm not feeling up to making a video or something. If something came up, I will be more than happy to keep you guys in the loop because I don't like leaving people in the dark because I know that I've been there. I've been that person to be left in the dark, and it's not fun. I've been jotting down all kinds of ideas on my iPad about videos that I want to make, taking inspiration from TFI Creations' TFCon Toronto panel, which again, I'm very glad that he got to do something like that. That's really good because he deserves it. Dude's a very, very good content creator, very good man. I'm really, really happy for him. He's come such a long way. So, but yeah, I will always update you guys, whether it be here, whether it be YouTube. You will always be notified as to when I'll be posting or when I'm not going to be posting. So just keep your optics sharp on the community tab and the Instagram stories. And sometimes it's not even just the story. Sometimes it'll just legitimately be the like an Instagram post telling you it's like, hey, I'm not doing well. My mental health is kind of garbage. No video or so for this amount of time. So it's just a matter of like just wait and see. Stay updated. If you haven't already, hit that bell notification so that way you can be notified as to when I upload my next video. Just kind of help keep yourself in the loop. Crap. So, also the whole TFA Tuesday thing, it might be a thing that happens every now and then, just like TFA Friday. I'm trying to. Okay, this is going to sound really dumb, but I'm trying to match TFA with a day that sounds like it would rhyme with it. So like TFA Tuesday, because TFA, and then TFA Friday. I mean, I could do it, but I just want to keep that consistency as well. I don't know. I could have done like TFA Wednesday or something. I don't know. TFA Friday sounds fun. I don't know. These might just be random streams where it's like you'll see a stream that says TFA Monday or TFA Thursday or something. It just, you never know. Because I know I used to do like a lot of video updates and a lot of live stream updates, but like this is more so like just hanging out and also giving you some updates. So it ain't all bad. But you will be getting more videos. The next one is most likely going to be like an Armada video, and I do plan on actually making that. In fact, after this video or after this live stream, I'm going to make a community tab post and celebrate Transformers Armada's anniversary because it just turned 20 on the 23rd. So keep your optics sharp for that. And only say nice things about Armada. If I see any negativity, you be awakening the beast. I mean, not really, but just be nice to Armada. It's my baby. It was the one that started it all. So. And also, maybe one day I'll post a thing on my community tab and ask you guys, what do you want to see? Because I would like to know what you guys would want to see for content. I mean, I know some of you guys like the TFA reviews. I didn't really care for a lot of them because I feel like after Sentinel everything was just kind of mid. I mean, honestly, like the phrase "you are your own worst critic" cannot be any more true because that is 100% true. Like you are your own worst critic. It's not an easy. It's not easy to just kind of like gloss over the small things and being too hard on yourself as a content creator or just sharing your stuff as just someone online. I mean, but it's all about having fun too. So just just try your best to enjoy the time that you have on here and make the best of it, as opposed to worrying about statistics and algorithm and such. Because if you end up just fixating on those details, you're not really having fun. You're just looking at it and trying to gain something from it, where as opposed to the fun should be the gain. So, it sounds kind of hypocritical because I was just talking about, wanting a certain amount of subscribers and everything like that. But those are just more so like goals that I have set for myself. If I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. Maybe in another lifetime, but who knows? Stuff could change. You never know. So, but yeah. And also, normally I never really keep my camera on this long, but I figured this is a better way to interact with all of you, as opposed to here's a bubble just bouncing up and down, and I don't want to do that. I want to break out of that comfort zone, because I get so paranoid that people are utilizing these type of videos and this type of footage, or screenshotting crap and all this other type of stuff, and just finding a way to make a joke out of me, and not even a funny joke, like just being an asshole about it, and doing crap like that, because it's happened. It does happen to people, and I don't want to be part of that. I just want to have fun. I don't want any trouble. I don't want any drama. I just want to share my stuff and enjoy my life the best that I can. So, but I will say this: I've been very grateful to everyone that I've had an interaction with, and that have been treating me and respecting me the same way that I would respect and treat you, because that's what it's all about, is just showing that common decency and that respect and that consideration to each other as human beings. I very rarely have a negative encounter with anyone anymore, and I'm very grateful for that, and I really hope it continues to stay like that. I mean, sure, I get the occasional like sex bot comment, or I get someone trying to be a douchebag to me, but like, I don't take anything personal by it. It's just like, I simply see it, I delete it, I move on, you know. Um, and I really do hope that in some way, shape, or form, the videos that I do make and the topics that I do talk about inspire you or comfort you in any way, shape, or form, because I know what it's like to not have that support when you need it, to not have that light when you want it most. It's hard. And coming on here and talking to you guys and just hanging out is that in itself is reward enough. So I really hope that when push comes to shove, that we can all just have fun together and just enjoy life the best we can, because you never know who needs something like this. So, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good place to end it at. What I will say, though, is another thing I want to promote real briefly as well is, if you have not already, please go subscribe to TF Reviewers. We post live streams at least every other weekend, so please be sure to go check them out. Also, go check out H&E Toys, as well as H&E Games and H&E Tech. If you're more into Transformers and such, which obviously a majority of you are, I would assume, please just go check out H&E Toys. He always posts a live stream as well there every week or every other week as well. Like I said, he did the Titans Return one, so please be sure to go check that one out as well. And also stay tuned for another live stream on TF Reviewers, most likely within possibly this weekend, if I feel like I can get enough people here. I'll be doing our Unicron Trilogy tier list, and I will be doing Armada in celebration of 20th anniversary. I have not disclosed it with him yet, but I'm just saying, if it's not this weekend or next weekend, it'll be the second week of September. So stay tuned for that, because that's a special one. And I will be covering all of the Unicron trilogy, so that's going to be a lot of fun as well. I also might do tier lists. I think that's something I should do, because I have all of the Studio Series figures out on my laptop right now, picture-wise. So maybe one day we'll do a live stream and we'll do a tier list, and we'll see how that turns out. Because I don't know how to record from my laptop. I don't. I'm not tech savvy when it comes to that, and I think a live stream would be a lot more fun and a lot more interactive compared to just making a video and then having comments. So we'll probably do a tier list in itself some point. Maybe this weekend. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. What else? Oh yeah. Like I said, Legacy Wave 2 is out. So if you happen to want to get Tarantulas, Wild Rider, Knockout, or Elita 1, Chosen Prime, I believe, still had Elita 1 and Knockout. Same with Big Red Toy Store. Tarantulas is sold out, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure you can find them in stores. And Wild Rider. Also, I believe is going to be restocked at some point. Again, I got Wild Rider from Big Boy Collectibles, so be sure to check them out. They have an eBay store, and they also have a website, so check them out. Give them some support. They've been around for about 6 years, so they're not super well known compared to that of like Big Bad Toy Store, TS Source, or anything, but they are there, and I'm very happy that I got Wild Rider at a retail price, and he got here fast too. So definitely go check them out as well. But yeah, let me know what you thought about these live streams. If you want more stuff like this, let me know. It's easy content for me to make, and frankly, I have a lot more fun doing this type stuff. I will be doing another photo shoot very soon, this time on Generations Titan Class Metroplex, because my dad actually got him for me not too long ago, and I've been kind of neglecting him a little bit. Not my dad, Metroplex. He's just been sitting or standing in my room, and I haven't done anything with him yet, so yeah, expect to see stuff with him too. Divided Mind is coming out relatively soon. I don't know when. There's just all kinds of stuff that I can say that is coming out in a certain amount of time. But if you're impatient for content here on YouTube, please check me out on Instagram, instagram.com/TFA1024, as well as my photography and news account. That'll be the TF Addict on Instagram. So be sure to check that out as well. And just a shout out and a big thank you to everyone tuning in, hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's a nice way to spend my Tuesday night. So hopefully everyone else is having a good day, good evening. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of your week. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as usual, if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that big red subscribe button, because this is the only channel where your entertainment will be transformed. And also so you can transform your entertainment one video at a time. But with all that being said, my TF addicts, that's pretty much all I have to say. So thanks for joining me on TFA Tuesday. And this is TFA 1024, the TF Addict, saying, please remember, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF Addicts for life. And also, please stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is TFA 1024, the TF Addict, rolling out until all is fun. Bye, guys.